Imagine this. It's 2007. You walk to your mailbox expecting bills, and instead, you pull out a little red envelope. Inside, a DVD. You pop it into your player, binge watch The Office, and think, wow, I never have to go to Blockbuster again. Fast forward 15 years. Blockbuster is dead, Netflix is a verb, and investors are panicking every time you cancel your subscription. Welcome to the Netflix effect, where streaming didn't just change movies, it changed how we think about money. Today, we're diving into how Netflix rewired not only Hollywood, but also Wall Street brains. And trust me, the story of how streaming changed stock market psychology is way crazier than any plot twist you'll see on TV. So, grab your popcorn. Don't worry, no late fees, and let's hit play. Netflix started as the underdog. Everyone laughed at them. Mail DVDs? That'll never work. Blockbuster thought they were untouchable until they weren't. Then Netflix pivoted to streaming, and boom. Overnight, they went from the awkward kid in class to the cool kid running the party. Investors saw those subscriber numbers climbing like crazy, and suddenly Netflix wasn't just a company, it was a religion. People would check Netflix's subscription count before checking their own bank account. Like, forget how much money I have, just tell me how many new subscribers Netflix pulled in this quarter so I can sleep at night. And the growth was insane. If you invested $1,000 in Netflix stock in 2007, at its peak it would have been worth over $300,000. That's not investing, that's like buying a lottery ticket and winning every season. Here's where it gets wild. Wall Street started judging the entire streaming industry by Netflix's numbers. If Netflix gained subscribers, suddenly Disney, Hulu, and even Amazon stock would rise. Just by association. And if Netflix lost subscribers? Boom! Panic. Stock prices everywhere dropped like the final season of Game of Thrones. Disappointing and hard to watch. Netflix became the measuring stick. If Netflix was growing, the whole industry looked like the future. If Netflix was shrinking, the whole industry looked doomed. It was like Netflix had the power to make or break billions just by releasing a quarterly report. The Netflix effect taught investors something new. Content is currency. Forget oil, forget gold. Suddenly, the ability to pump out hit shows became the new financial metric. It wasn't, how much money do you make, anymore. It was, how many people can't stop binge watching your show at 3 a.m.? Think about it. One season of Stranger Things made Netflix billions in market cap. One season. Meanwhile, actual countries are struggling to keep their GDP growing. Disney's stock spiked when The Mandalorian came out, because Baby Yoda broke the internet. A puppet, a literal puppet, moved billions of dollars. Imagine explaining that to your finance professor. And then there was Squid Game. Out of nowhere, a Korean survival drama became the most watched Netflix show ever. Investors were acting like every foreign language series would be the next Squid Game. Spoiler alert, they weren't. But hey, the hype was enough to move billions. At one point, Wall Street cared more about whether Eleven had her powers back than whether Netflix was actually profitable. That's when you know market psychology has officially gone full Hollywood. But then came the plot twist. In 2022, Netflix announced it actually lost subscribers. Boom! Stock crashed over 30% in a single day. Billions gone. Investors suddenly realized, hey, maybe growth can't last forever. Maybe people aren't going to keep paying higher prices while sharing passwords with their cousin's roommate. It was the moment the illusion cracked. Was Wall Street just drunk on hype? Or was this just the cliffhanger setting us up for Season 2? So, what's the big lesson here? The Netflix effect shows us that in today's economy, psychology moves faster than fundamentals. A single headline, Netflix loses 1 million subscribers, can erase billions in value instantly. And that mindset has spread everywhere. Meme stocks like GameStop, crypto hype like Dogecoin, even Tesla's stock swings like crazy on Elon Musk's tweets. Story, hype, and emotion drive markets as much as balance sheets do. So the next time you're binging Squid Game or Wednesday, just remember, you're not just a viewer, you're part of a giant stock market psychology experiment. And Wall Street is watching you, creepily. But hey, no pressure. Just maybe don't cancel your subscription during earnings season, okay? Smash that like button if you learned something. Subscribe if you want more finance stories with a twist, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite Netflix original? I'll be reading them while rewatching The Office for the 27th time.